Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on today's end of the week live stream. It's going to be fantastic. We've got some great news. Platinum's up quite a bit today, so we're going to take a look at platinum today and why we could see further gains in regards to platinum in the near future. So I've got 2 bits of news on that, so definitely be sure to check that out. Hit the like button, please, and please comment. So if you're watching this video afterwards, I certainly appreciate any comments, any feedback that you may have. So please add your comment in there. It'll certainly be appreciated along with the like button. And you're welcome to share this as well if you find it of interest and you'd like other people to learn from it. In the description, you'll see some information there in regards to donating. If you want to be a donator towards the channel, you'll see information there. I'm currently going to be giving away the next prize at 10 donators. And if you're interested in doing that, please check that out. That'll be fantastic, and I'll do the next giveaway. But it's great to have, there's some people in already. I'll be looking forward to giving you a shout out in a sec. We're going to be looking at palladium, silver, gold, as well as platinum. Obviously, I'm going to be taking a look at Bitcoin as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that. You'll see me here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then I include numismatic videos in between. So I've got some great video content coming up. Be sure to watch that, and it'll be an absolute pleasure to go through the charts with you. So again, big welcome. Thank you very much for watching, and a big welcome to my viewers right now in the live stream. So guys, fantastic. It's good to see you. We've got RPM Limited. He says, hey SL, hope you are feeling good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you very much. I was hoping to get on a little bit earlier, but I couldn't, unfortunately. As in a little bit earlier, it would have been nice to have got on at about 6 Irish time, of course, but can't always get what you want, I suppose. Aussie Alchemist, he says, good day, Silver Limey 79. How you doing? It's good to see you as well. RPM Limited says, hey guys, how are we all doing today? We are feeling generous to donate to SL79 today. I'll be redonating again shortly. Fantastic. Thank you very much, RPM. For any multiple donations, you'll be added to that list. So just take notes. It'll be great if, obviously, my donators, if anyone redonates again, they'll be added to the list for that chance to win something. So you'll be in a stronger position moving ahead. But anyway, Jody says, how you doing? Fantastic. Another donator of mine. Good to see you again, Jody. How are you doing today? We're looking at platinum in depth as well. So hope you guys are ready, because I'm super ready to have a look at platinum. It's currently up $15.25. When we were looking at the chart yesterday, I said more than likely we were going to be expecting. I was expecting to see further moves. However, we still are in a precarious position. That's because of where our resistance zone is. So we're going to be taking a look at that. Aussie Alchemist says, "Damn, YouTube still can't share links. Damn bugs, you're flipping kidding me. Jeez, they want to take everything away from us. Like, we can't share, we can't message anybody. Whatever next." RPM says, hey, Ozzy and Jody. There we go. Guys, it says, evening boys, looking good. Fantastic. So, guys, we're going to be taking a look at platinum, which I just closed the screen down. So we're going to move on to this little piece of news that I came across. And it is platinum updates, fuel cell EV demand. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at. And the reason why I'm showing this is because I think that platinum prices are going to explode in the near future. So it could be interesting to get this news firsthand, because you might want to consider getting some platinum in your portfolio. Currently, I've only got silver and gold. However, I'd love to get my hands on some platinum, but there just isn't enough of it. But based on this news, we could be looking at some interesting pricing for platinum in the near future based on EV demand, electric vehicles and fuel cell technology. If any of you are unfamiliar with fuel cell tech, we're going to be looking at hydrogen fueled vehicles. So that is the next generation of vehicles out there, guys. We're not talking batteries, we're talking hydrogen. Hydrogen is the cleanest energy that you can get. It's obviously, you don't need, if you think of batteries, Even though the car itself is zero emissions, we still haven't got clean energy in order to charge those vehicles. So currently, hydrogen would be the one to look at. So that's the reason why we're going to be taking a look at that as well. But before I get into that, I had the chart up here, which I'm going to bring up in a sec. So let's look at this. This is it. It says Platinum Update, Fuel Cell EV Demand. And this was posted on the 24th of October. It says growing demand for platinum catalysts in hydrogen fuel cells. It says the United States Fuel Cell and Hydrogen Associations have just reached a milestone, celebrating its 5th National Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Day. Falling on 8th of October in reference to the Atomic Weight of Hydrogen Day, was officially launched in 2015 to help raise awareness of fuel cell and hydrogen technologies. Since then, the potential for platinum-based hydrogen fuel cells to provide emission-free power solutions, especially in transport sector, has become widely accepted. Today, momentum is growing as governments and non-government organizations, fuel producers, fuel distributors, and automotive countries continue to collaborate on building out infrastructure needed to support widespread fuel cell electric vehicle adoption. This includes not only bringing fuel cell electric vehicles, makes and models to the market, but also developing renewable hydrogen sources, hydrogen refueling stations. Certain regions are advancing plans for FCEVs vigorously, especially in Europe, China, Japan, South Korea, and within the US and California. Underpinning this activity has been early adoption of FCEVs in the material handling sector, which has been quick to see the benefits of technology that combines zero tailpipe emissions, especially important when working indoors or in sensitive conditions such as food handling, with performance capabilities. So this is platinum in fuel cells demand by use end. So here we go. We've got it in 2015. You can see there, and we've just had consistent demand. And it's sort of leveled off from where we are here. However, you can see the breakdown there. We've got road vehicles, we've got stationary power, we've got other vehicles, and portable and other. Check on further, looking further on the article. It says platinum-based hydrogen FCEV forklifts, well-established materials, handling workhorses, and offer commercial advantages in terms of cost benefit and lower capital costs. Fuel cells offer other heavy-duty vehicles such as city buses and haulage trucks the necessary range and payload capabilities that a battery electric vehicle powertrain simply cannot achieve due to the size and weight of the battery that would be required. It is anticipated that provision of hydrogen and hydrogen refueling stations built to serve capital fleets and spoke missions like drayage trucks and city buses will over time accelerate the growth of the framework for wider deployments of hydrogen refueling infrastructure. In China alone, it is estimated that there will be at least 50,000 FCEVs on the road by 2025, 1 million by 2030. Growth in the FECV market is expected over the long term to have significant positive impact on platinum demand in the shorter term. Demand growth from captive fleets should set the pace. There it is in black and white, guys, to have a significant positive impact on platinum demand. Now, the reason why I go back to this is there was a lot of people talking about, well, platinum is used in catalytic converters, but, you know, what about when batteries are going to hit the town? What's going to happen then? Demand's going to wane off. There it is. They're using platinum in FCEVs, guys. So, you know, it could be very interesting in regards to that. Let's have a look. I'm just going through the comments here. And what do you guys think of that? Sheffield EPNS, how you doing there? Stephen Heath, it's good to see you. Silver Junkie, hey buddy, it's good to see you. So Jody says, where's the jacket? Aussie Alchemist, good day, Junkie. XLM pumps, XRP dumps. That must be a first. I haven't been checking out XRP, to be honest with you. I've sort of just kept it there, to be honest. The way I look at XRP, RPM Limited, is we're a couple of years ahead, man. whatever happens, I think of it as a nice long-term investment. I'm not looking at the short term for XRP personally. Let's have a look. PS. Today I shall also be having another Sunday dinner. We're still eating through this meat I told you about. Burn hydrogen byproduct equals water. You're absolutely spot on, guys. That is the tailpipe result of burning hydrogen. Basically, it produces water. Simple as that. Super clean energy. Hydrogen power, guys. And they're using platinum to make that. So there it is. You know, use it or lose it. You can plan ahead and think of it as a nice long-term investment when looking at platinum. What do you think platinum price is going to be, guys? Look, the most simple thing is to look at the charts. I mean, look at this stuff. Let's have it. We're going to go straight into the platinum chart now. Right. Palladium is currently sitting at $1,800 an ounce, right? In January of 2016, that's almost 4 years ago, it was 460. If the demand for platinum is going to take off in regards to fuel cell technology, where do you think the price of platinum is going to be? I mean, it ain't going to be $947, I'll tell you that. So it's either, you know, long-term wise, the evidence is there that demand is going to take off. Supply will be drastically reduced next year, and we're going to start to see a full-figure platinum price in the near future. It's coming, guys. It's in the bag. The writing's on the wall. It really is as simple as that. I didn't know. Been a while since I've heard anything about hydrogen. Exactly that. Not many people are looking at hydrogen currently at the minute, Ozzy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it's not in the news. It's not there. But, you know, when everyone's talking about batteries and, you know, catalytic converters, the demand for platinum is going to drop. There's the evidence, people. There is the evidence that they're using platinum in fuel cell technologies. And trust me, it's the cleanest energy for vehicles out there. I mean, Hyundai just launched their fuel cell bus. I mean, they got a huge bus there. And I wouldn't say launched it, but they've got it at one of the motor shows that they're showing it off. They're developing the technology for that. It's definitely coming. So, you know, it is definitely there. Sorry, I'll put the cam on. Hey, guys, good evening. So that technology is coming for sure. I know there's 5 hydrogen stations in the UK alone currently. I mean, obviously it's early days there for hydrogen, but I know there's 5 in the UK. It's not a lot at the moment, but it just goes to show that they're putting the infrastructure in. All Brisbane bus run on natural gas. There you go. So they've got gas there, and in Brisbane, that's Australia. For those that don't know, XRP doing nothing until next after swell events. RPM Limit says platinum is showing crypto a moonshot. Yeah, believe it or not, this is not the Bitcoin chart we're looking at right now. This is the platinum chart. I may just that's RPM Limited, guys. And just remember that the scarcity of platinum in relation to gold is 14 times rarer than gold. That's the way I see it. I may just FOMO into a 1 ounce of platinum. There you go. He's got it. RPM Limited is thinking of getting into platinum. Well, I mean, based on the news that I see out there, guys, it's definitely coming. And you know, the way I look at it is, it's all about timing. If you're really interested in getting into platinum, and those people that are listening now after they watch this video, do your own research. Know what you're getting into, guys, because the information is there. And you either go with it before it's gonna spike. I mean, you guys can check the charts out. Platinum prices, the highest it's been is $2,200. I say with the demand that is coming for fuel cell technology, it's going to outstrip $2,200 for sure, just based on that alone, because they're not using any other metal. They're using platinum. They're not talking about palladium. They're not talking about silver, gold. It is platinum, guys, that they're looking at for fuel cell technology. So you either get in there early, and then you wait for the moon, and that's where you cash in. Hit enter instead of a full stop. Sorry, my bad. No, it's no problem, RPM. I hope you're keeping well then, my man. In fairness, he did talk me into a 5 ounce a few months ago in the 8s. Jody, a 5 ounce. What did you get in the? What 5 ounce did you get? Oh, when it was in the 800s. I like that, Jody. You got 5 ounces of platinum. There you go. Well, you've already made what's that? $150. That's interesting. That's a fair profit, my friend. Hey, Jody. How you doing there, coin collector? Bet you're happy. Bet you're happy, Jody. I know I would be happy if I had 5 ounces of platinum that I bought at 800. Hey, RPM limited. Oh, we're up to 7, guys. That's fantastic. Right, let's get into the charts here. Right, we're looking at platinum on the daily. Now look at platinum on the weekly, guys. It is phenomenal. We're going to check this out. Check this out for a weekly. Look at that. Well, we're now above that flipping 200-day moving average. However, what we're entering here, we're entering some mega resistance currently at the moment. That's the reason why we've got a wick here, because literally between this area here and what's this, flipping 990, that's where the resistance level is currently at the moment. I'd say it's probably more so the 970. Once we clear 970, we're going to get up to this level in fairly quick time. So it's certainly, platinum's looking good. We should finish above the 200-day, the 200 EMA exponential moving average, which puts us in a good position for next week for setting ourselves up. You can see here the weekly, we've made higher lows. You can see the lows here, bang, bang, bang. We've had 5 consecutive weeks of higher lows, which is great. And we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had 5 weeks of, sorry, beg your pardon, 4 weeks of consecutive higher highs. So we're into some interesting territory right now for platinum. So it's in a good support zone, so long as we can finish above the 200-day moving average, because when you smash through resistance, it then becomes support. It's the natural cycle of things. So when you break down below support, it then becomes resistance on the way up. So hopefully this is going to be enough to carry it through. It's going to, if it needs to pull back, it will probably pull back to 940, hopefully, and not break through that support zone, and then push up higher. And we've really got to get through that 965 area at least to see those higher highs. That's the way I'd look at it. Let's have a look. I've got another article there we're going to be taking a look at. There we go. I'm just going to flip over to the other article I found. Here we go. Now, this was published beginning of the year. It was 6 months ago, right, guys? This says exclusive. Bosch goes platinum in light fuel cells. It says global automotive supplier Bosch expects platinum to play a minor role in the new fuel cells, giving precious metal markets. It says scant benefit, but again, it depends on how many are going to be used, even as the technology gains momentum for pollution-free transport. That is the next biggest tech, is pollution-free transport. Ingots of 3.9, almost 4.9% platinum. Geez, that looks great. Look at the size of those bars. Look at that, 5 kilogram bars, guys. Jeez, 5 kilograms. Imagine having a 5 kilogram bar of platinum right now. Jeez. Here we go. Bosch would only need 1/10 of the platinum used in current fuel cell vehicles. Hopes of reviving demand and prices of platinum increasingly hinges on widespread uptake of fuel cells in vehicles, ships, trains, and make up for dwindling amounts used in each device. Analysts say spot price of platinum has shed more than 40% in the last 5 years, burdened by persistent oversupply, before rebounding slightly in recent months. But hopes that fuel cells will boost long-term demand may be dampened after obviously Bosch there, that they expect to play only a minor role in its plans. Now, don't forget, Bosch is one company, though, guys. There are plenty of other companies that make electrical components. Bosch is just one of them. Privately owned Bosch, which is last month signed a deal with PowerCell Sweden to mass produce fuel cells, said its fuel cell design was not finalized, but it expects them to use only as much platinum as a diesel catalytic converter. However, again, how many vehicles are there in the world currently? And eventually that move over to hydrogen vehicles is going to be a big one. Catalytic converter and diesel passages typically use 3 or 7 grams of platinum compared to around 30 to 60 currently needed for fuel cell for the same vehicle. Okay, so obviously they're saying they would like to use less platinum, which I find is interesting. It says they probably signed a deal, and it says here their fuel cell design was not finalized, but expects them to use only as much platinum as a diesel catalytic converter. However, it says here the diesel patent typically uses 3 to 7 grams of platinum compared to 30 to 60 currently needed for fuel cells. So what the heck are they going to use instead of it? There's a lot of optimization work concerning platinum in fuel cells, blah, blah, blah. If you look at diesel catalytic converters, there is about the same amount of platinum content you need for a fuel cell. He declined to give specific amount figures for the fuel cell. It is developing with PowerCell and expects to launch in 2022. So I bet you that they would love to use less platinum if they can. And I bet you when the finishing product comes out, they're probably going to use more platinum in the final product. That for me is definitely a given, because they're very shady in regards to what they're saying there. But anyway, that's just my opinion. You guys can think what you like in that. Right, let's get back to the platinum charts. So we've got a few more people in, and okay, I've had a few people drop out, unfortunately. Aussie Alchemist, be right back making coffee. Crypto Elf, man, how you going? It's good to see you. It's good to see you again. I'd love a 5 kilogram bar. Does it need a 2-man lift? I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me based on the weight of, well, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a requirement. The future is clearly technology. Rare earth metals are only going to go up. There's only so much to dig up on Earth deep. For me, that is. There you go. Yeah, for me, it's definitely the way they're going to be going. Looks like we've seen a bit of a move in regards to precious metals prices. Just while we've been live streaming. So let's go back to platinum anyway. Right. So we're definitely in the last 4 weeks we've been heading up to make higher highs, and likewise we've been heading up making higher lows as well. So that for me is a bullish sign in its entirety. So, and look what we're doing. We're currently, that's our 20 moving average. We're way above that based on the weekly. If we go back to the daily, there it is. We're way above that too at the moment. So platinum's looking good. It just needs to clear this resistance area. So it's currently in a good zone. It hasn't conceded much in regards to where it was. The high of the day was $954, guys. So it was deep in it there, and it's retraced back a bit. But tomorrow, it's really got to push on higher, and it really needs to get above this level in order for us to see more movement to the upside. If it fails to get above this level, guys, then there's more than likely going to be rejection, and then we're going to have to head lower there to find support and then tackle it again. So just be on the watch out for that one. Let's have a look. We're going to look at silver now. Right, when I started the stream, it was at $18.03. This is silver on the daily. As you can see, there's me fooling around. I was like, yeah, does it look like we're heading in this direction, guys? Which would mean $20 silver there by probably the end of November, if that was the case. This is on the daily. You can see today is we've hit support there, and we're still in a very strong resistance zone. Man, all the precious metals currently are in a thick resistance zone. I mean, if the reason why I'm saying that is, yes, we've cleared this area here, which was great, but now we've got this area to contend with. So we've really got to get above the 1830 level to pretty much try and get, there's been consistent selling in this area. So we've really got to be careful here. We got to tackle that. Hopefully have a big day on Monday. Ideally, that should definitely push us through. The signs are there really for precious metals to push up higher based on the recent cut in interest rates. So for me, the recipe's ready. Basically, it just needs people making it in order to see our silver prices go up. Let's have a look. No messages yet. Okay, so let's look back here. Okay, so silver currently at $18.07. Now let's look at the weekly. How has silver finished on the weekly? Well, fairly good actually. If we have a look here, there's our weekly finish. We're currently on the up end of this, where we got a little small wick forming. 1807. I wonder if we could aim higher. Certainly be great to see it finish at about 1810, and then next week we can hopefully build up again. Build up on the support line, which I've just put in there. I'm just putting it there hypothetically speaking. Based on that, I'd love to see that that support zone be the new support, but we'll have to wait and see how Monday performs. But it would be great if Monday started off with a bang and then straight away we went up 20 cents, maybe even 30 cents. Would be at what's that, 1830. It certainly would be great to tackle this resistance area and try and get enough support behind the push up to clear that area. It's going to look fairly messy currently for silver. I mean, there's our resistance zone there up to 1873. It's pretty dicey. So as long as we can hold that support line, if that support line holds and we can keep building up and really tackling this area, what silver needs is a really good day. Like, you know, remember that day we had when we were getting about 70 cents runs on silver. That's effectively what we need to, on Monday. Really push that right through this resistance area and build up from there to tackle the higher highs, get through the 19s. But it's looking good. I mean, if you look at the weekly breakdown, sorry, the daily breakdown, we are, the last 3 days we've been in a higher low cycle, as well as not really a higher high cycle, but you know, we're headed in that direction. At least from a support perspective, we're definitely making higher lows. It'll be interesting to see if this holds. I'd really love it to hold, because that would pretty much cement this support line in place. Currently, our 20 moving average is holding nicely. With pretty much the last 2 days, we've been well above that, and the last 4 days, we've tried to break down and we've ended higher. So I'll have to wait and see how that looks. Let's have a look. Crazy Alchemist, Aussie, sorry, not crazy, beg your pardon. Aussie says, Silver Lining 79, if hydrogen fuel cell take off, shouldn't copper follow platinum? Electric motors use lots of copper. Well, the problem there, I suppose, is copper is as common as muck, as far as the metal is concerned. There's loads of it, whereas there's not a lot of platinum. Yes, there might be a where it might follow in regards to the movements of platinum based on supply and demand, but I don't really see much price activity for copper. I mean, it's dirt cheap currently. For watching, 9 likes. Thanks very much there, DB Stupid. Love it, man. How you doing? It's good to have you here, man. Just people dropping in and hitting me with a like button. It'd be great to the last one. I think we ended on about 16 likes. Hopefully we can break the 16 record. This is the end of the week stream, so hopefully we can get through that, guys. Hit the like button. Please share it. Might help getting more viewers in, and obviously liking it, and please comment. It'll be awesome. There's a lot of copper, 240 years worth. There you go, Jody. If they could only find another use for copper, that would be great. But there you go, Jody's got it. Ozzy says I'm a little crazy. Have you made anything lately, Ozzy? You know, talking about precious metals, you're an alchemist. So what have you made these days, my friend? Hello, everyone. I smashed the like button on the way in. Fantastic. Thanks to Silver Stealer. Fantastic, man. How you doing? It's good to see you there. Please check out the beginning of this video. I was giving feedback in regards to platinum, and we were looking at fuel cell technology, which uses platinum. So fuel cell technology, in case you're not aware of what it is, fuel cell is hydrogen, and they're bringing out vehicles for hydrogen, and of course they're developing hydrogen, particularly in bigger vehicles. The byproduct of hydrogen is water. That's what comes out of the exhaust tips. So zero emission vehicle for sure. Definitely worth a look, and it might pique your interest in regards to platinum. So just make sure you go back and check that. I'm good, Limey, says Silver Stealer. Fantastic, man. Well, it's end of the week, so I think we're all pretty good. Upcycle everything into gold and silver. There you go. That's Aussie Alchemist. Upcycle. I love it. Jody, you can't sell me the water. That's right. Right, so we're in a tough area now currently for silver. So we'll have to watch what happens on Monday. It'd be great to see this line in place. But it's still looking good. We're well above our 20-day moving average. The first times that we've done it was on the 21st, since the 24th, since the 24th, which was last Thursday, we've been above it. Whereas pretty much since the 26th of September, in fact, excuse me, the 25th of September, we've been under it. That's a long drought, so hopefully this could be the start of some good things to come. So keep an eye on silver, guys. Let's move on to some gold. Right, here we go. This is gold, guys, on the daily. Had its breakout yesterday. You can clearly see it there. Big, massive candle up, small little wick, and it's tried to reverse some of those gains. You can clearly see that. You've got the doji, if you can call it that, the little candle body. It's either going to go either way currently. It's either going to be red or green, look by the looks of it. Came in and hit support there. You can see that was where our resistance area was. The reason why I'm calling that resistance, guys, is because of the body of the candle in that area there. And the reason why I'm calling that resistance is because look at where support kicked in. So when old resistance is broken, it naturally becomes new support. And there's a perfect image of what support is based on resistance that is broken through. You've got the previous candle breaking through it, and then you've got the next candle, which is today's candle. It's trying to reverse the trend, hit that level of support, and immediately the buyers came back in and pushed the price back up to where its current level is. 18 cents down. I'm happy with that. I think it's been a great day for gold, and we had an excellent day yesterday. Look at that. It was just a nice big candle. It's been a while since I've seen one of them. That was probably that one there, the 2nd of October. Nice big one. 2 small wicks as well, which is great. So gold is looking good, setting itself up for next week. However, we are in resistance. So the resistance currently for gold is pretty steep. Again, it's like all precious metals. We're in this 1520 zone, between here and 1520, maybe 1525. That is our zone of resistance. Once we get above that level, we can then start tackling and start moving on the approach to making higher highs. Currently, we are making higher highs based on this. The last 3 days of trading, we have been making higher lows and we've been making higher highs. So again, it is looking promising based on where we are here, guys. Don't get me wrong. Let's look at gold on the weekly. There you go. Looking pretty good. There's the initial breakout last week where it tried to break out but was rejected back down. And then we had the beginning of this week here, smashed through. You can see it there, went all the way down to 1481 in 1 week, guys. And literally the price went all the way up. We're currently at, what was that, 1515. Just think of that nice profit there. That would have been, what was that, 30, call it 34 euros, sorry, $34. That would have made you $34 if you had 10 ounces. That would have been a good $300 profit there if you'd sold at the high and then rebought in. That would have been a good move. Let's have a look. We've got 6 watching. Fantastic. I wonder how much YouTube spends on fixing smash like buttons. I wonder that too, RPM. Eventually, you know, I suppose you got to phone technical, and I tell you what, good luck getting through to YouTube technical. What a joke! It's like so difficult to get hold of these people. Jody says they tried to kill gold earlier. That failed. That's because the China are in bed with gold, man, and so are the Russians. The Russians and the Chinese and the Indians all love gold. Man, they're all into gold. Yeah, so you can clearly see our wicks here, guys. Large wicks. So that's pretty much the level we've got to get ourselves over. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to see another $20 move next week. And that'll be great, man, to see gold above that 1530 level. Look at that. That puts us way up here. I can taste that new high soon. There we go. That was where our new high was up here. That's at 1557. Look at that. So close, so close, so close. Jody says, and me as well. Right, guys, let's move on to the next chart. So what are we looking for next? We're going to be looking at Palladium. Normal programming will be pretty much from next week. My mother-in-law is heading back to her country, so it'll be I'll have a lot more flexibility in regards to doing videos at home. I've really been struggling in regards to time allocation these days, but I've managed to get the live streams. I've managed to keep them going, which is good. So expect content to be boosted as from next week, which would be great because I want to try and get more videos uploaded. So that's the plan anyway, guys. The silver's up to 1809 at the moment, so we're definitely seeing a movement up. Currently, gold's at 1512. Platinum is at $949, so it's definitely moving up, guys. Right, let's have a look. Palladium. It was on at 1802 when we started the live stream. It's now $1,806 an ounce. That's up $10 from yesterday. As we can see there, beautiful line. Just look at that, guys. Really in a nice bull run focus. You can see it there. It's consistently been above its 20-day moving average. The only time it's been under it was this little patch over here, and that was back in July, August. That was pretty much when we had that announcement. But that only lasted between what was that? That lasted 2 weeks, and then we're back into our bull cycle. How high is platinum going to go, guys? Let me know in the chat. Where do you think the price of palladium is going to go? I think I said platinum there. Oops, sorry about that. Where do you think the price of palladium is going to finish next week? I mean, just based on this move alone, let's have a look and see what the last week movement was, or let's just have a look and see what the week movements have been. So looking at this one here. Okay, so this week it's currently up $42 on last week. The week before that, it was up $10. The week before that, it was up $54. And the week before that, it was up $33. And the week before that, it was down $15. And we had massive gains on the previous weeks, $39, $35, $69. That is some serious moves. Wouldn't that look great for gold? Wouldn't it, guys? I mean, there you go. You'd have gold start here at $1,465 and end up at $1,800. I think a lot of people would be quite happy with that. I would be extremely happy with that. But let me know in the chat, please. Where do you think palladium is going to go? If we've had a $35 move here, I reckon it's probably going to be, if 35 is the average, if we look at it, yes, there's some big ones in here. But if I look at it, majority of them in the 35, 30 mark zones, I'd say $30. I'd say it'll be a good shout at $1,830. I'm going to put $1,830 an ounce. I think that is a fair shout. So $1,830 per ounce of palladium, guys. I think that would be a fair shout in regards to where I'm going to see palladium go. Oh, Ozzy says plaid down, a dump for platinum. I don't know. I don't think, I don't think it's quite there. There's still heavy demand for palladium, guys. And I said in the previous live stream that the demand there for palladium was off the wall. I think it was Monday. It was Monday's live stream, and you guys are welcome to revisit that. So I don't see a big dump for palladium currently in favor of platinum. Next year, I'd say $3,000. There you go. So Jody recommends 3,000. I'm not looking at next year, Jody. That's a bit too. Get the binoculars out. That's a bit too far for me. But let me know what you think next week. Do you reckon $1,830 an ounce is pretty good, Jody? Let me know, please. That'll be fantastic. Right. So there's no point looking a bit further into Palladium currently. We pretty much see where it is. There's no need to read into it. It's currently at its higher high. Its higher high for the day was $1,823. There you go. Look at that, guys. $1,823 an ounce for Palladium. Anyways, let's move on to the Bitcoin. Le Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin, please. Crypto market. Let's have a look at the crypto market. What's interesting about this is check this support line. You can see there Bitcoin's coming down off its top, and it's literally hovering around this support zone. I mean, it's been there. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down, and then the demand seems to be waning. Look at that. You've got huge demand there, and it's literally gone to nothing. There was its breakout essentially there, so I'm going to move that now into this area here. There we go, something like that. Would that mean that our support zone is something like that? Oh, excuse me, sorry guys, it's me sneezing there. Does that mean we're going to see a move like tomorrow in regards to where we're going to see this? I don't know if that support line is even realistic. If we look at the previous support lines, I think that sort of move is probably more realistic, which points to a more downward trend movement. Sorry, that was a big sneeze. RPM Limited says, hey, Silver Stealer, sorry I missed your comments. All good, RPM. I've smashed my share of like buttons. I'm surprised the button's still working. Is it? Can you guys check for me? Is the button still working? I might need to get YouTube to check that out. I'm expecting something dramatic to happen. There you go. That's what Jody says. Keep off the drugs, kids. Bitcoin to $1. I'd buy that I would buy that under $1. Who the hell? I mean, who wouldn't buy Bitcoin for under $1? Bitcoin still not a fan. Last up and down was just more evidence that it is run on a unicorn's dust, says DB Stupid. You know what's interesting, DB Stupid, when we're looking at the charts, the moment the news came out that China wanted to be leader in blockchain, whew, that price went right up there. And I said, basically, I wasn't watching it because my expectation was until that news came out, which also shows that what news can have an effect on Bitcoin, is that all the charts were pointing to a downward trend. You know, we were looking at, you know, a $6,000 Bitcoin until that announcement came out, and then we had a complete reversal. It was 7.2. It was down to about 7,200, and immediately it just shot right up to 10.5. I mean, it was the greatest short I missed out on. Because I was half tempted. I even said, you know, I was thinking, man, maybe I should just get some Bitcoin at these prices. But I was like, but the charts to me just pointed to more downward movement, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna wait it out. But yet I was thinking about it, but still, I made my decision. I left it, and then what happened? I started looking at the news. The next minute, I saw like Bitcoin at 8.5, and I was like, whoa, hang on, what happened here? And then it jumped to 10.5. Like literally in a matter of no time. RPM Limited says money printing put things into limbo rather than gaining in value. RPM Limited says, I fear BTC to DB Stupid, especially as China banned crypto mining. Wow. That's probably, you know why the reason why they want to ban crypto mining is because China probably want to control it. They don't want individuals out there making loads of money. Just remember that their system is still a communist-based system. So individuals becoming rich over everybody else is not in their mandate. So guys, don't forget about that. So from a China base, they will probably support it, but so long as it is government controlled, they will probably support it. Just keep that in mind. Jody said the US would love to screw Bitcoin, especially with all the Russian pro-Bitcoin news. There you go. Also gold as well. Gold and for Russia and China. ASL 79 and all like 11. There we go. We got 11 likes. Come on, let's get at least above 16. That'll be great. At least we're moving in. So we're going to find another 5 people. Hello out there. Can you please like this video? I'd like to achieve 16 or more likes if possible. YouTube, check something out. Good joke, Ivy. that was, wasn't it? You bought Litecoin. I don't have Litecoin anymore, Jody. I got rid of it. I'm waiting for lower lows, man. I missed the opportunity to make a bit of cash. Silver Steeler says, hi, Health Babe. There we go. Everyone's saying hello to you, Health Babe. Winning Image Photography. Fantastic. How are you doing? Please hit that like button. That'll be fantastic. Winning Image Photography. Good to see you. Winning Image Photography. Oh, she says, hello, Health Babe. No hello for me. Yes. Winning Image Photography. Oh, dear. I get hello, everyone. Oh, that technically means me, I suppose. Winning Image Photography. I hope you're keeping well. Let's have a look. Deepish Stupid says, sorry, that news is nonsense. China runs its mouth daily on the negative. When it goes up, they try to make it look legit. When it spikes up, as if it goes up again and again. It's environmental stop mining. Crypto mining uses 1% of global electricity. It's environmental stopping. Environmental stopping mining. Oh, that's interesting. I suppose, yeah, it does use quite a bit of power. Silverlimey 79. Anyway, just come in to support. Have a nice weekend, all. Yeah, have a great weekend. Are you going to be live streaming this weekend, Health Babe? I know I missed your one the other night. I'm just generally not really available during the week, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. RPM says China runs on Ripple. Zero mining needed. Yep, no mining needed for Ripple XRP. China didn't say anything positive about Bitcoin. They said they want to use blockchain. I know, that's exactly what I'm saying. I didn't say that they said anything about Bitcoin. I'm just saying that they said they want to be the leader in blockchain, and then off that feed you had a spike in the price of Bitcoin. However, I personally thought it was overbought in regards to just that amount of news. I didn't really think it was that massive to warrant such a big move in Bitcoin, but you know, and I was expecting it to come down. But there you go. I'll stand in the road and shout out for you, Limey. You're a legend. I hit it on the way in. There you go. Fantastic. Thanks for winning Image. It's good to see you. Lurking battery dying. Oh man. Then going prospecting. Sun's up. Beautiful day in the future. Just turn to fuel cell technology, Aussie. Then you can just pump in a bit of water from the tap. Your phone will be running on water. Just think of that. I could just imagine the jokes coming around. You get like someone with their fuel powered, hydrogen powered mobile phone. Like, oh geez, my fluid level's a bit low. I've got to top it up with some water. Could you imagine? Health Babe says Silverlimey 79. Most unlikely for the live stream. Too much going on. I fully understand you there. Silver Steeler says good luck, Aussie. Winning Image Photography says bye, Aussie. A beautiful day in the future. Well, I tell you what, it's not a beautiful day here. It is absolutely bucketing down at the moment. Why would Bitcoin want some authoritarian regime getting involved with even more? Well, Bitcoin's not run by people, crypto elf. Well, sorry, it's not controlled. There's no control. So as far as I'm concerned, the Chinese would love to control it. And because they've got their communist doctrine over there, they wouldn't want to see people get rich off it. I can't see that unless it's government controlled. Aussie Alchemist, he's having a good laugh. I mean, look at Iran. I think Iran was also looking at creating Bitcoin farms. And there's even people looking at running Bitcoin farms off solar power. I think that would be pretty good. Has anyone tried to mine Bitcoin off the phone? I was watching, there was a video that came up on YouTube, and some guy created a Bitcoin mining off his phone. Obviously didn't create that much, but it says, don't get me wrong, we would love your rain, SL79 swap. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, there haven't been any wildfires or anything down that side, have they, Aussie? I know the wildfires there in Australia tend to get tend to be pretty bad. Here in Indiana, it was 92 on the 1st of October, 26 yesterday. Wow. Day before, 70. What happened to the 60s, 50s, and 40s and 30s? I was pulling the air conditioner from the window while it snowed. Oh, it's freezing here, Limey. We had some snow yesterday. Oh, wow. Okay, winning image. That's fantastic. We haven't had any snow here yet. We've had some cold days, but that's about it. There hasn't been any snow yet here in Ireland. It's coming. It's not worth it's especially Pompliano's. It's not worth it, especially Pompliano, says RPM. Pompliano's mining kit. You can definitely control it with a network, ESP, when they are mining most of it. Yeah, just clarify what ESP is there, Crypto Elf. I'm not sure what ESP is. You'll have to just let me know. Better for Bitcoin. China wants its little commie coin. There you go. Yeah, that's right. The central bank is working on introducing their own token, but it'll probably be a stable coin, I suspect. Crypto Elf. Ha! Says Jody. Let's have a look here. Right, so let's take a look at something here. Check this out, guys. This is interesting. I Googled the top bullion coins, and this is what came up. This is quite interesting. ESP, electronic stability protection. Oh, right. I don't know. Well, RPM, you certainly seem to know a lot more knowledge than myself. What do they use electronic stability protection for? Is it because of the power usage? Crypto Elf says especially. Right, check this out, guys. I just obviously I googled their top bullion coins, and this is their top 5 bullion coins apparently for internationalization. What do you think's missing off there? Right, so we've got Canadian Maple Leaf at #1 spot, is the best gold bullion coin, according to this figure here. I like the typo there, the South American Krugerrand, I thought was particularly funny. The Australian Philharmonic, like, what in the hell? How did that get into the top 5 spots? Australian Kangaroo, to be fair, I like that. We've got the South American Krugerrand. The last time I checked, South Africa was in Africa, hence why it's called South Africa. South Africa Krugerrand, not South America. The last time I checked, I've actually lived in it. It's not in South America. And then in #5 spot, US American Eagle. It says, while US gold eagles are popular in the United States, they are not so common overseas. However, tell me what's missing on that lot, which you think it deserves a #5 spot. I know one in particular would have to be the Britannia. I'm sorry, guys. As far as the Australian, and my full respect to the Austrians, my full respect to you Austrians, but the Austrian Philharmonic does not deserve to be in the top 5 spot for bullion coins. Britannia is definitely deserves to be in that. Along with the South American Krugerrand, I think the Krugerrand has deserved a well-earned spot, considering how it was first introduced in 1967. Let's have a look. Crypto Elf says mental gymnastics. RPM says 5.9s Maple Leaf. Man, have you got one of them, RPM? That's definitely insane. RPM Limited says Defo Britannia. You're absolutely right. How in the heck did Austrian Philharmonic end in there? I mean, when I first got into bullion collecting, I tell you what, it definitely wasn't #2 coin that I was looking at. I was looking at Canadian Maple Leafs the Australian bullion coins, which consisted of the kangaroo and the koala. American Silver Eagle was definitely in there, and the Krugerrand and the Britannia. Those are the, as far as I'm concerned, are the bread and butter of bullion coins, not the Philharmonic. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see what they actually say here. It says this is obviously linked to it, so I'd love to hear what makes them so special in their eyes. And we're going to particularly go to the Austrian coin. That's what I'd like to know. Okay, because we pretty much, I think all of us can agree that those other coins are definitely deserving. Okay, so number 5, the US American Eagle. It says, while the gold eagles are popular in the United States, they're not so common overseas. For example, they can nearly impossible to find in Hong Kong and Singapore, 2 of the world's largest gold markets. In Europe's gold havens of Switzerland and Austria, the Austrian Philharmonic is preferred to US gold bullion. The US American Eagle gold piece is 22 karat gold. Like the Krugerrand, the other bullion coins list at 24 karat and thus smaller. While US American Eagles are easy to buy and store domestically, they are less in favor among gold-hungry investors in places like China, India, Vietnam, and elsewhere. There's a nice stack of gold South African Krugerrands. Okay, so here we go. Number 4, big, massive typo to these guys. South American Krugerrand. How they didn't pick that up is absolutely beyond me and very bad journalism. Okay, so the next one, the South African Krugerrand. There we go. It says RPM Limited says Alloy Eagle should not be there. Okay, sorry, just it's my feed the dogs alarm coming up. Here we go. DB Stupid has got a question. He says, what are the mintage numbers? Britannia 2018 versus Philharmonic. Well, as far as I know, they're unlimited. They're both considered bullion coins, DB, especially in brilliant uncirculated. Perth and Canadian mints are the best, followed by the Isle of Man. That's interesting. RPM says Perth, Canadian mints are best, followed by the Isle of Man. The South African Krugerrand, right? The Krugerrand was an original bullion coin, and while it has had a colourful history, it remains a popular choice for gold investors today. First minted nearly 50 years ago. 50 years ago. So this is quite an old article, 2013. And in effort to in effort to market abundant South African gold, the bullion coins are 916 22 karat gold, same as the US gold eagles, and have a total weight of 1.1 ounces. It was the Krugerrand that took the idea of gold coins as legal tender in the mainstream. Today, there are more ounces of gold bullion coins held in Krugerrands than any other gold coin internationally. Okay, this is an old article, but still. The Australian kangaroo. Right, so that's in number 3 spot. It says, Australia's proximity to Asia has made their gold coins a top choice for Asian investors who do not trust coins like the Chinese pandas. Has anyone got any pandas? Something I haven't really bothered with. Known as the Australian gold nuggets, there is only a few gold coins to change their design each year. Australian kangaroos are 4/9 fine gold, and coins were featured in an international news in 2011 when the person who created the first 1-ton gold coin. The Austrian Philharmonic. Now let's see why this deserves number 2 spot. The Austrian Philharmonics are beautiful bullion coins, both in gold and silver, and while Philharmonics haven't caught on as much in Asia, they are widely accepted throughout Europe and the Americas. It's easy to buy Philharmonics in Central Asia and then store them in a place like Das Safe, which is the safe. Das in German is the in Vienna, right around the corner. Premiums on the Philharmonics are often in line with those on the Maple Leafs, while Philharmonics are widely available for national dealers in the United States. They are less popular than Gold Eagles and Maple Leafs, which make them one of the best bullion coins for internationalization due to their contrarian status in the isolated US market, which is interesting. So there's obviously more Austrian Philharmonics in the United States than Britannia's back in 2013. For me, absolutely the Canadian Maple Leaf. The maple leaf is truly the gold standard amongst the best bullion coins. Canadian maples are traded as one of a few 1 ounce mints issued gold coins in places like Hong Kong. Maple leafs were introduced 25 years ago as a second minted bullion coin at the time when the South African Kruger Rand was difficult to find due to apartheid. That head start may have been a big impact, as maple leafs are widely accepted as the most international gold bullion coin, as one of the purest gold regular issue bullion coins. Maple leafs and gold contents are 4 9s fine. The Royal Canadian Mint is more internationally respected from the US Mint, which makes the maple leafs a great addition to your portfolio. Of course, this list of best bullion coins is the opinion of the author. However, thinking internationally rather than just domestically can greatly improve your ability to preserve your wealth, including your gold investments. Well, I tell you what, if I just add Philharmonics, I tell you I won't be preserving much wealth except for bullion price. So I'd say for me, I wouldn't be interested in getting Philharmonics. If you want to internationalize your gold holdings, blah blah blah, and there's obviously a link there to this dude here. But I thought that was interesting enough to share that with you before we close off. Let's have a quick look and see final comments. I just looked it up. Philharmonics are twice as popular as the Britannia. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's according to that article. Funny enough, DB Stupid, it's actually said that there was more circulating in America for starters than Britannia's, and obviously Europe, as you know, I suppose from Austria being in the center of Europe, or at least in the middle of Europe, it's easy to circulate amongst the neighbors as part of the European Union. RPM Limit says, oh, I got a 2 ounce silver Aztec, two 2 ounce silver Queen's Beast Lions, and a 2 ounce Canadian Police Horse through today. Well, that sounds great. RPM, bit of spending money there. Nice one. Can order 2020. I'm about to press the button on a 2020 proof white liner Mortimer. I just love that design. I specifically love the 2020 in parallel. So you've got 20 on the left and 20 on the right. For me, that just looks fabulous. Uniformity is great on the coin. The line detailing is fantastic. The cameo is brilliant, and it's definitely going in for grading. And on my buddies, I just sent in my friends in for grading, and looking at the coin quality, man, it should definitely be a 70. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Can order 20 pandas now. Well, that's very cool, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. That's the end of the live stream, guys. Thank you very much, and it's always a great honor to have you here. The 8 people, I think we're up to about 10 there, which is fantastic. Hit that like button, please, guys. Thank you very much. The least I can ask. And if you're interested in becoming a donator, please check the description for further information. The next donation giveaway will be at 10 donations. So once we've hit 10 donations, we will be doing a chat giveaway and a donation giveaway. Graham Stack has already got his, and as well as Kevin Rose, who won the chat one. So absolutely. Winning Image Photonics says we got a white line in already. That's fantastic. Winning Image, that is a fabulous coin. Really, it is unbelievable. Glad you got it. You certainly, I don't think you'll lose on it. The detail on that coin is phenomenal. Did you get proof or brilliant uncirculated? Crypto Elf, thank you very much for joining me. Winning Image Photography as well. Thank you. Have a great Friday evening. RPM Limited. I suspect Sullivan Metal will be on later, so I'll try and be on when he live streams later on. I'm starting work late in the morning, so be sure if you guys, well, if any of you follow rugby, but South Africa is playing England in the World Cup final tomorrow, Central Time. What's that? 8 o'clock Irish time. That might be early for some of the Americans if they enjoy watching rugby. But I wish them all the best. I wish both teams, England and South Africa, both that I was born in England and I was raised up in South Africa. So I've got my 2 favorite teams playing each other. It's going to be different to see who's going to win. I'll be happy with either of them, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to good rugby, and I wish them all the best. DB Stupid, thank you very much for joining me on the live stream and obviously taking part in the chat and chatting with everybody. We've got Jody as well, Crypto Elf. Silver Stealer, Aussie Alchemist, Health Babe, Jody. One more. Let's have a look, see if we've got one more. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be for the last shout outs? Think Stupid's already been called. And Coin Collector. That's it, guys. I'm out of here. I wish you all the best. And I'll see you all on the next one. And watch out for some videos this weekend. I've got some good stuff coming. Thanks for watching as usual, guys. Have a great evening, and I'll hopefully catch you on one of the live streams. All the best, and take care.